In this adventure, we take you to Vientiane, the mysterious kingdom of 1,000 elephants. For a true taste of Indo-Chinese flavors in the most laid-back capital this side of the Mekong. Traveling around Southeast Asia, it's easy to overlook the capital of the landlocked country of Laos. But in my experience, the most interesting stories emerge from these hidden corners. The sleepy little city by the side of the Mekong stirs in the early morning light. Vientiane has been the capital of Laos since the 16th century. Transferred here for fear of Burmese invasion. Said to be protected by the Naga, or mythical serpent creatures, it was razed to the ground by the Siamese in the mid-19th century, but was later rebuilt when the French took over. I was welcomed by my good friend Sith, a pilot and founder of Laos' first Aero Club. Driving around, I can already see the mix of traditional and colonial influences that is characteristic of this place. Sith takes me to the heart of the city, where he built a boutique hotel that has a warm, inviting feel of a private home. Also an architect by profession, he has designed many resorts around the region.
You have such a nice place. It's very unusual. But what made you decide to build a hotel?
Well, actually, it was a plan for my retirement. I wanted to do something for the family. It's family business first. And then it grew up to something bigger. And as an architect, I studied in France. So, of course, I wanted to develop something related to the French architecture. I like the French colonial style, so that was my influence here.
But I like the wood too. I think the wood flooring makes everything different compared to everyone else's hotel with tiles and carpet. Is this traditional Lao also? You're having a pillar with the doors. I've noticed 3 of them. Is that traditional?
It's more temple related, actually.
I see. Okay. So it's a touch of the temple architecture.
Yes.
It's interesting. It's very unique.
This combination of traditional Lao elements and French colonial design resulted in a space that reflects sophistication and harmony with nature. They also have a quaint French restaurant serving some of the best dining experiences in town.
So Sith, you lived in France, you've lived in Thailand, but you decided to stay here in Vientiane. What is good about being in Vientiane?
I used to live in big cities, but I like the quietness of a smaller city. That's what makes me decide to come back to Laos, where I was born, and to try to develop something for this country.
Ansara Hotel is indeed a relaxing treat in the midst of the capital, and I can't wait to discover more. I walked around the busiest parts of town.
Unlike most Asian capitals, Vientiane is refreshingly laid back. Feels like you're just in a small town.
They say that one of the great attractions of Vientiane is that there are no great attractions. But what it lacks in grandeur, it makes up for in its decidedly slow pace, which allows you to take in more of the experience. In the afternoons, the laid-back streets transform into some kind of fast food highway, where quick snacks and takeaway meals are available.
What's interesting here is that once the sun starts to set, everybody's out selling everything from barbecues, noodles, and of course my pastry.
Grilled, steamed, or fresh, you'll find all kinds of food that would appeal to your appetite. From the basic to the bizarre. But one thing is for sure, the experience is definitely authentic. And the mix of traditional flavors with a French influence can still be seen and tasted. Perhaps nothing captures this synthesis of cultures more than the city's most imposing landmark, the Patusai Monument.
The Patusai Victory Monument commemorates the independence from France. It resembles the Arc de Triomphe, but decorated with Lao designs.
As a tribute to its people's resilience and independence, the monument mirrors its national culture and traditions. Its exterior is richly decorated with both Hindu and Buddhist symbols, and guarded by mythological creatures. Its top rises up to 5 ornate stupas, where I climbed up and got a magnificent panoramic view of the city below. To the west of the city flows the Mekong River, with Laos lying almost entirely within its lower basin. On the opposite banks is already Thailand, the river forming a natural border between the two states. For locals, Vientiane's Riverside Promenade is an important gathering place at the end of each workday. And for tourists, a good place to score some great finds.
You can't go to Vientiane without visiting the night market, and this is right beside the Mekong River. Everybody's out tonight just doing their shopping and just looking around.
But everyone would agree, Vientiane's waterfront was made for watching some of the best sunset views over this charming part of Indochina. Up next, I continue to dig deeper into Lao Buddhist practices, get lost in a maze of gods and goddesses, and find comfort in its culture of wellness. I'm still in the heart of Indochina, exploring the quaint capital of Vientiane. Laos' relationship with its neighboring states has instilled in it elements of Indian culture, particularly Buddhism. It is practiced by most of the population, and most Lao men join a monastery or temple for a period of time. Sith takes me to the Patat Luang, a national symbol and the most sacred monument in the country.
This stupa is the symbol of Lao.
Yes, correct.
So what makes it important?
It is supposed to contain a part of the Buddha, actually.
I see, okay.
It's the most important
Side.
stupa side temple of Laos, actually.
A statue of King Setatirath, considered one of Laos' great kings, stands at the entrance. He built the current structure over an original Hindu temple said to house the breastbone of the Lord Buddha. The imposing structure looks more like a fortress surrounded by high walls. It is covered with 500 kilos of gold leaf which gleamed in the afternoon sun. Inside, one will find many altars where the faithful can make offerings. Intricate Lao designs decorate the courtyard, which opened up to a golden statue of the reclining Buddha. The reclining Buddha is a popular image showing Buddha's last moments on earth before entering nirvana. An interesting, if not bizarre, place to visit to see another side of Buddhism in Laos is the Shengguan, or Spirit City, more popularly known as Buddha Park. Though not a temple, it contains around 200 Hindu and Buddhist images. The park was built in 1958 by a shaman monk who was known for his eccentricity. Sith walks me through the larger-than-life images, the weathered sculptures looking older than they are.
So each position of the hand means something, huh?
Yes.
Aside from Buddha images, animals, humans, and demons stood together with deities. At the center of the park is a 3-story pumpkin-shaped building with a mouth for its entrance. Inside, one can go up its 3 levels: Hell, Earth, and Heaven, where you will be rewarded by panoramic views from the top. Aside from religion, Laos also shares the traditional medicinal practices from India, China, and its neighboring states. The culture of wellness is very popular here, so I took the chance to see what a traditional Lao massage is like.
Pon, what is difference between Lao massage, Thai massage?
Lao massage,
Yes,
this is the only hand
yes.
put this similar in Thailand. Thai stone and kick and crack up.
Yeah. Okay, so Lao is more refined.
Yes.
No using of
Yeah.
feet, only hand. But you said that you should put herbal. What does the herbal effect?
After massage, put the herbal compound.
A blend of lemongrass, citrus fruits, eucalyptus, and other herbs are steamed and placed in these pouches.
So you steam it
Yeah, steam.
and then put in your bath.
Put Lao herbal, good for you, relax for you.
The masseuse places pressure on different points with rhythmic repetition.
She's a very small girl, but she's really strong.
She then puts a warm compress over some tough spots. Then, the hot herbal pouches are placed, punctuating the relaxing experience. With the aroma coming from the herbs, I was ready to doze off into dreamland. Up next, I discover more of Lao culture through its many exotic flavors, music and dance, while getting a bird's eye view of this charming city by the Mekong. I'm still getting shown around by my good friend and fellow pilot Sith. Today, he's bringing me to the Khoksa Airfield in Vientiane. It is a special place for Sith, as he built the place from the ground up. His perseverance and passion for air sports gave birth to a new crop of general aviation pilots in Laos.
So, Sid, when did you start this activity here?
We started in 2010 actually.
Oh, so it's been 8 years.
Yes.
Wow, nice airplanes.
So this is the first airplane we brought here.
Okay.
It's a German-made FK, FK9 actually.
Yeah.
And it's we use it for training.
Training. And this looks familiar. I've been to the factory of Vector.
Vector Harmony, let's say, very nice plane. I use it for traveling inside Laos.
So when you want to go around everywhere, this is what you use?
Yes, very comfortable.
They now have several hangars in the airfield, and I was excited to see what they have.
Okay, this is a float plane
Yes.
and retractable
Landing gear. Yes.
landing gear. Wow, nice one. And have you flown this?
Yes.
Where do you normally go?
Rivers, lakes,
Wow,
can land.
that's fun. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Sith successfully set up the Lao Airsports Club, now approved as an ultralight pilot training center. But of course, the road getting there was not smooth at all.
I know you started general aviation here.
Yes.
There was absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
And when you started it, how did you approach them? Can I build a runway?
No, it was. It took longer than that. It took almost 6 years,
Yes.
and even a little bit more. And at the end, we convinced them that we wanted to do something safe
Yes.
and in the right way. So we asked permission to almost everybody.
Out of all the aircraft here, Sith enjoyed flying the Vector Harmony the most. I was able to visit the factory in Czech Republic before, and I have to agree that it is a well-made aircraft. But it will be my first flight on a Lao-registered aircraft, so I was quite excited. Startup was quick and simple. Even if it was a light sport aircraft, it had a full electronic flight instrument system and complete avionics. After a quick startup, we were ready to roll. The Harmony didn't need a lot of runway and was ready to jump off the ground. We were airborne in no time at all. The cockpit was spacious enough, and the bubble canopy offered excellent views as we flew over the capital. I can see why Sith enjoys flying this simple, practical aircraft. We had a bit of fun and did a low pass before landing.
Sid, it was great flying here in Laos. It's a great experience.
All right, next time we tour Laos.
After an enjoyable flight, Sith took me to one of Vientiane's recognizable buildings. A restored French colonial villa from outside, but with the best of Lao cuisine inside. We were welcomed to Kuala Restaurant by its second-generation owner, Adita.
The restaurant was founded by my mother in 1994. At that time, it consisted of only this room.
Okay, well, this is the food already.
Yes, this is the food. It's arrived.
It looks very interesting and sophisticated.
Oh, thank you so much.
But why did you decide on Lao instead of French food?
Well, I mean, at that time, the country was opening up. In the late 1980s, early 1990s, the country was opening up to foreign investment, to foreign tourists, and as more and more people kept coming in, we wanted to showcase Lao food and what that was really like to not just only tourists, but also to the local population as well.
Adita served us an interesting sampling of Lao food from different regions.
So this is sour fish soup. It's a very nice special recipe. We use only the fresh fish from the south. The fish is a Mekong River catfish.
They get big.
They're quite big. They're maybe an arm's length.
Oh, that's quite big for a...
Yeah. So this is lap. This is the national dish of Laos. So at every birthday, wedding, anniversary, or any special occasion, you would serve this. This is a minced duck salad.
Okay. And this beautiful container.
This is sticky rice.
Sticky rice. So traditionally, you guys like to eat sticky rice more than just steamed rice?
Yes, because it's very filling. Generally, among the local population, food sometimes, maybe back then, of course, was hard to come by. So sticky rice is a way to keep you filled for a long time.
Adita was kind enough to show me how they eat sticky rice paired with the different dishes.
So with rice, we encourage our guests and eaters to use our hands. So
Okay.
the way we would do it is you would just take one finger here, use 4 fingers to kind of scoop it up
Okay.
like this,
Yes.
and then you would ball it up.
Oh, you have to boil it
Yes,
up.
you would ball it up.
Okay.
Otherwise, it won't stick.
Well, I'll give it a try.
So
See
just
it?
ball it up.
You have to...
Yeah, for a single bite. Yeah, for a single bite.
I think I got a big one, but
Yeah, and then you scoop up whatever you want.
how do you scoop it? With this?
Yes.
Oh,
yes. So
okay.
I mean, if you try the lap, which is the national dish,
Okay.
I urge you to try that.
Okay.
I can just take a little bit for you. Okay. And for me, so please just go with your thumb.
Okay.
And scoop it up and eat.
Good
Yes.
sound effect?
Yes, I like that. Scoop up as much meat as you can,
Okay.
and then just in one single bite, and enjoy.
Mmm. Very nice.
Thank you.
Lao food has a distinct burst of flavors that is at once spicy, sweet and sour, enhanced by the blend of herbs unique to this region.
Everything is great.
Well, thank you so much.
I probably have to live here in Laos now. After all this, I'm getting addicted to this kind of food and dish.
Another surprise Kuala offers guests is a chance to see some of Laos' rich cultural heritage.
So every evening we have performances, traditional performances that includes 2 elements.
Yes.
One is a traditional instrumental music, which is we have 4 veteran instrumentalists,
Okay.
all from the Faculty of Music in the National University. So the dancers will come out.
Yes.
They could come single. They could come. It could be a duet, and you'll see many styles from the different regions of the country.
One of the most important performances you can witness here is that of the unique instrument called Ken.
Ken, it's a bamboo instrument which was just recognized by UNESCO as an intangible asset for Laos. It's very common in this country. Every time you inhale and you exhale, it produces sound. So it's non-stop music. So you don't need to take a breath because you can take a breath and it plays sound.
Kuala is not just a restaurant, but a living folk museum paying tribute to Laos' classical art and music heritage. My adventure in Laos was coming to a close as Sid brought me to the Watai International Airport, where a familiar face was waiting for me.
Captain Joy, how are you? Good to see you. I heard that you were over here, so I thought, well, I'll give you a call and see what happens. We're heading to Manila.
I am at the right place at the right time, so I get to ride with you.
Manfred had an Embraer Legacy 500 in Vientiane and invited me to fly back with him to Manila. We took the opportunity to check out its features.
So Sean, how's flying this airplane like?
Flying this airplane is a dream. I absolutely love it. Because of the fly-by-wire technology, you have a flight control computer that does everything for you and also provides you with protections that you never had in the other airplane.
This technology allows a smoother and more natural feeling flight, as it translates the pilot's manual input electronically instead of mechanically. The stand-up cabin is spacious, the largest in its class.
First thing to do is freshen up. Luckily, got a big toilet here, and I even have my own window, so it makes the place look very big.
As the Legacy 500 accelerated from the ground, we sat back in the very quiet cabin. We were served a hearty dinner, prepared in the fully equipped galley. As the sun began to set, I looked back at my journey through Vientiane. While other big, bustling capitals can leave you fatigued with all its tourist trappings, Vientiane has what many cities may lack: an undeniable charm that, paired with its unhurried ease, leaves you with a lot of time in your hands to appreciate peacefulness, new flavors, and the good life.
This has been your captain, Joy Roa. See you in the next Asian Air Safari!